We're giving away the new M1 MacBook Air, the new M1 iPad Pro, and of course, all the best accessories that I could find to go with it. I've partnered with MOFT in this video to challenge you guys to show us how you stay healthy while working from home. And yeah, this is a portable standing desk. We'll be judging and picking the best workouts you do while working from home, the most comfortable looking, funny, and strange setups. So get creative. Don't worry though, I'll start. So let's check it out. If you haven't guessed it already, I'm a huge fan of MOFT gear. I featured them previously in multiple videos simply because their products are innovative, smart, and actually useful for your daily tech. So when they asked me to create an epic MacBook and iPad giveaway, you know I had to find the best accessories to include with it. And instead of only going into the details of each product here, I'm going to show you how I'd work from home with this whole set of accessories, which basically sets you up with everything you need to get up and running. After over a year of working from home, we want to see how you're doing it. We're challenging you to be creative about it, whether it's a healthy, comfortable, funny, or strange setup. We want to see it. Let's start with one you're all probably familiar with. Suddenly working from home probably meant improvising a desk setup, and the kitchen is most likely the one place with a desk already included. Now for this kit, I've picked out a few essential MacBook accessories. Starting with the mouse, this is kind of a given. It's literally called the Microsoft Ergonomic mouse. Feature-wise, it's nothing special. You can scroll, move back and forth between pages, and it provides a satisfying click, albeit a louder one than normal, but the trade-off is its shape. Thanks to the larger hump design and extended thumb rest, it may not be the fanciest, but hands down, it's one of the comfiest mice I've used. Then there's its sibling, the Microsoft Designer Compact Keyboard, probably the slimmest keyboard I've ever tested, which is important when you're constantly moving around, as it won't bulk up your bag or feel like you're carrying a whole brick around. Plus, since I'm a huge fan of the MacBook chiclet keys, if I were to go the external route, I needed to keep that flat and squishy key feeling too. This keyboard has the basics down: rubber feet that don't stick out, syncing up to 3 devices through Bluetooth, a row of function keys up top, and more importantly, give some distance between you and the actual screen so your eyes don't feel like hot lava by the end of the workday. But to bring the whole package together, there's the MOFT Z 5-in-1 stand. 5 being how many angles you can have it in, and this 45-degree one being my favorite when I need to use a mouse and keyboard externally. It raises the screen just enough that allows me to straighten my posture and keep my arms at a comfortable typing angle, which gets me to the more important part of this: how it actively reminds me to stay active and healthy while working, which you may have guessed is MOFT's mission with all their gear, helping you live a healthier lifestyle one stand at a time. Seriously, switch the MOFT Z stand over to the 60 degrees and this lets you stand up, and now you can get up and at 'em, pacing around to reach your step goals for the day while also getting the creative juices flowing. Then when something hits, don't go back to sitting down just yet. The Z stand can convert regular tabletops into a mobile standing desk, allowing you to comfortably work while standing. Don't worry, I tested it myself. It ain't going anywhere. Now, when it comes to being active while you work away at your 9 to 5, it doesn't have to be fancy workouts or expensive equipment. Just getting your feet moving, stretching the joints, and simple bodyweight exercises in the middle of the kitchen is the new P90X of working from home. Personally though, being able to work standing just helps me stay focused. Just a quick update while I'm editing, because I realized I didn't mention that even if you don't win the grand prize of the M1 MacBook Air or the secondary iPad Pro set, you'll still have 9 other chances to win a wicked MOFT work from home prize pack. It will include that MOFT Z 5-in-1 stand, basically a portable standing desk, and even things like this: a snap-on wallet and stand for your phone, which I'll get to later in the video, so keep watching. I think it's a pretty fun one. Epic transition. Now, an upgrade to that, and probably my next favorite spot, I've got this coffee table by the window in my place, and there's something super zen about sitting cross-legged with the sun shining in and typing away on the new M1 iPad Pro. And while the Apple Magic Keyboard is a must-have accessory to get any kind of work done, this new MOFT Snap tablet stand is a game changer. Since you can't use a separate case with the Apple keyboard cover, when removed, it can be pretty annoying to use your iPad hands-free. However, it works flawlessly connected to the Magic Keyboard still. And the best part is, you can use your iPad regularly free-handed and you'd barely notice it's there, but once you attach the actual stand, your iPad experience goes from good to out of this galaxy. It's just this thin, hard-backed, soft leather sheet that magnetically snaps onto the backplate. But like all other MOFT products, it's these folding lines that you pop out and just go ham with. It offers 3 viewing angles in portrait, and transitioning between them is simply folding and snapping them back into place. It doesn't end there, because you get another 3 viewing angles in landscape as well. well that surprisingly holds its place given how thin the stand was to begin with. Then when you're done, detach the stand and go right back to work. Now the snap stand does fit on almost any tablet out there, and don't worry, the magnetic base is easily removable without leaving any residue behind. Plus they've rated it to be reused and reattached at least 50 times. So yeah, it ain't going anywhere. But my favorite part when paired with the iPad Pro, it's honestly a must-have accessory, especially if you already use the Apple Magic Keyboard. If all you had was your laptop, we wouldn't even care if you worked on the floor. The way I see it, it's the biggest table in the room. Unfortunately, the reality is it ain't the greatest for your already aching lower back pain, having to lean over the whole time, but a simple upgrade is to just stack some boxes together, which lifts the MacBook to a reasonable typing and viewing angle, or use the MOFT's built-in stand mode to go 0 to 100 real quick. And the best part, once you've turned that camera off, being on the floor is the quickest way to go from work to play. Well, play for some, exercise for others. Stretching it out and using those tiny muscles, I'll be the first to admit, it ain't easy, but everyone's got to start somewhere. After a long work day, somehow our bodies end up here. But you'd be surprised when I say even my bed can be a healthy workspace too. Surfing and watching videos on my new M1 iPad Pro with the new snap stand, when used on a soft and uneven bed, it can still hold its ground for any rigorous movements you may be doing. But to maximize this experience, the giveaway will include a pair of my favorite headphones, the Apple AirPods Pro. But like they say, no days off. Even in bed, you can sneak a quick core workout in, leg raises, bicycles, or any other activities you do in bed. Just try not to doze off for too long. And look, to emphasize the fact that this challenge isn't about the fanciest or coolest desk setup, and instead to just focus on how you're trying to stay active and healthy while working from home, even this will count as a submission. It's not a requirement to use a MOFT product in your submission, but as an example, because not everyone will have 4 bedrooms and 2 offices in your tiny condo, well, you can still get creative with your next Zoom call. The best part is, all you have to do is dress for it up top and be comfortable down under. Plus, like before, while standing, it makes it super easy to just get moving. Oh, and if you're worried about your phone hanging off your fridge, don't, because their magnetic mounts pass my poke tests with flying colors. Lastly, because one of the judging categories is the funniest setup, and while this may be a joke to some of you, it's actually a daily hobby for me. So I'm thankful to have my iPad setup ready to rock and roll at a moment's notice, because come on, I can't be the only one that takes a 20-minute washroom break. Sometimes duty calls. So if you think you have the healthiest, most comfortable, strangest, or funniest work from home setup, prove it. Details in the first link down below. But if you just want to pick up some useful accessories, MOFT is also offering 15% off with code accessorize15. Don't forget to share this video and challenge your friends, family, and coworkers to give them a chance to win all of this and get them moving. It's a win-win. But that's it. I rest my M1 MacBook Air. Don't worry, you'll get a new one.